Hello everybody, this is Joy and we're continuing our journey through Genesis. This time we're in chapter 14 in the NIV. There are some place names and some people's names in this, particularly the first part of the chapter, that I'm not too familiar with. So I'm going to do my best, but expect there to be a few disasters along the way, so apologies in advance. So we're reading in chapter 14. This is where Abram rescues Lot. At this time, Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elazar, Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of Goim, went to war against Bera, king of Sodom, Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, Shemaba, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zor. All these latter kings joined forces in the valley of Siddim, the Salt Sea. For 12 years they had been subject to Kedorlaomer, but in the 13th year they rebelled. In the 14th year, Kedorlaomer, I think it's a better pronunciation, Kedorlaomer and the kings allied with him went out and defeated the Rephaites in Ashtaroth Karnaim, the Zuzites in Ham, the Emites in Shaveh Kirithaim, and the Horites in the hill country of Seir, as far as El Paran near the desert. Then they turned back and went to Mishpat, that is Kadesh, and they conquered the whole territory of the Amalekites as well as the Amorites who were living in Hazazon Tamar. Then the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zor, marched out and drew up their battle lines in the valley of Siddim against Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, Tidal, king of Goim, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elazar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddim was full of tar pits. I've just lost my place. And when the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some of the men fell into them, and the rest fled to the hills. The 4 kings seized all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their food. Then they went away. They also carried off Abram's nephew Lot and his possessions, since he was living in Sodom. One who had escaped came and reported this to Abram, the Hebrew. Now Abram was living near the great trees of Mamre, the Amorite. One who had escaped came and reported this to Abram, the Hebrew. Now Abram was living near the great trees of Mamre, the Amorite, a brother of Eshol and Anna, all of whom were allied with Abram. When Abram heard that his relative had been taken captive, he called out the 318 trained men born in his household and went in pursuit as far as Dan. During the night, Abram divided his men to attack them, and he routed them, pursuing them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. He recovered all the goods and brought back his relative Lot and his possessions, together with the women and the other people. After Abram returned from defeating Kedorlaomer and the kings allied with him, the king of Sodom came out to meet him in the valley of Shaveh, that is the king's valley. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abram, saying, "Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand." I'm stumbling through this today, I apologize. Then Abram gave him 1/10 of everything, so that was a tithe. The king of Sodom said to Abram, "Give me the people and keep the goods for yourself." But Abram said to the king of Sodom, "I have raised my hand to the Lord God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and have taken an oath that I will accept nothing belonging to you, not even a thread or a thong of a sandal, so that you will never be able to say, I made Abraham rich. I will accept nothing but what my men have eaten, with the share that belongs to the men who went with me to Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Let them have their fair share, or let them have their share. That is chapter 14. So lots of action going on in there, lots of people involved, and how fascinating that Abraham came in, swept in, and with God's sovereignty and his help and his divine assistance, Abraham was victorious and blessed, and interacted with this wonderful, mysterious Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of God Most High. How cool. What a great chapter to read through. Hope that's been a blessing. We're on this wonderful journey through Genesis together, so much in this book. So I hope you're blessed and feeling full of peace today. May you be full of peace, the peace of God that passes all understanding, free of worry, free of fear, and free of anything that would weigh you down and hinder you from drawing close to God. Have a great day. Take care. See you next time, Lord willing.